Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Ralph Anderson from Eagle Griffin Games.
Eagle Griffin Games,
Looking at Morocco by Matt Riddle and Ben Pinchback.
Our very dear friends and designers.
That's right, who have worked together a bunch.
We have.
Titles you've done in the past. What are they giving us this time?
They've given us a very interesting market game in which you're trying to set up stalls in the market. And when you're placing your men, you're able to chase out the juice peddlers, and you get victory points for doing that.
Okay.
Because you're trying to consolidate and get monopolies in the market here, but there's juice sellers everywhere.
Okay, well, sorry, this is not the starting setup for the game. You're just doing examples here of what you're doing.
Exactly.
But these are the finished components and
Yeah, we're showing off. This was done on Kickstarter, and it'll be out in a little over a month to the backers, and will be available at distribution retail after that.
Okay.
So in the game, you're trying to set up these market stalls. And sometimes if you tie for one, it'll just get a blank. And if you can get groupings, that's going to be worth a lot of points at the end. So the way the turn starts is there's first a round in which you gather your cubes, and that's this part of the game. And so one person will be their turn. So you use this to change some of the stuff each time. But basically, you're going to choose actually I think the cubes go there. I played a prototype, so this is new to me.
That's right.
He goes on there.
It's always that mind shift of playing with you're translating.
So he'll get to choose a place for this, and what that means is he's going to get these two cubes on either side, and everybody else is going to get this cube.
Okay.
Then the next person can't choose the same place, but they can go somewhere else. And same thing until everybody's done that twice.
Okay.
So that's how you acquire your cubes. Now, why do you want to acquire cubes? Because you see this intelligent little network here. You're going to want to place your meeples on the board, because by gathering more guys in that space, you notice that guy's bigger, he counts as two.
Okay.
This guy, he extends into another area, so when you play him, you actually are going to get two spaces, so you get to place two guys at once. So when I use that marker, I would place two meeples, but they got to be adjacent, but in different markets. And when this market reaches 4, and remember that counts as 2, so it can reach 4 easily, okay? Then you're going to get to place one of your stall markers in there.
Okay.
And that has an arrow on it, and that points to where any special things happen over there, and it links up some things. I'll go over the rules again to sort that out later, but basically you're trying to manipulate yourself where you get more of those stalls and in order, and have dominance in the market. Okay. Now, in order to place that, to get back to my original point, I would need a brown cube and an orange cube. So I would expend those, and I would be able to go there.
Okay.
So you only have a finite number of cubes. You can spend an extra cube in order to place one of your bully markers, they call this, or you have your visitor markers.
Okay.
And those give you special powers. There's money in the game that also lets you do certain things and are victory points, count towards victory points. But just to give you a brief overview, it's a very interesting concept of acquiring the cubes, placing your markers, and the strategy of doing that to get the victory points from the juice sellers, as well as the points for having your markers on the board, and a number of them in a row.
Okay.
So that's it in a nutshell.
All right.
The rules,
why do they object to juice sellers?
Huh?
I'm just curious. What is going on here? It feels like there's a story.
This is the Jima, and I can't say this well, but Jima El Fna market in Marrakesh, Morocco, and I guess they're known for juice sellers being very ubiquitous.
Okay.
And you're trying to consolidate and have that territory for yourself.
Okay.
So, but you get victory points for taking those out.
That's right.
But Matt Riddle, Ben Pinchback, I prototyped this game almost 2 years ago and been waiting for it ever since. So it's really a lot of fun.
Now you can see the finished version.
Again, a nice box with a plastic top to hold everything in place.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the overview, Ralph.
Thank you.
Morocco.